Anyway, guys, I am going to get off here. I've got a special guest. I've known this lady for what, probably 5, 6 years, something like that. And I knew her when she just began. She has rose to the ranks, and I'm very honored to call a friend. But not only that, she's a business partner because I've had some stuff go sideways. And I call Anita immediately, and she has saved my butt a couple of times. And I am just so glad she made time because she's a very busy person. As you can see, she is the regional director for broker operations. Where? California, Hawaii, and Kansas City?
I cover Arizona, Nevada, Hawaii, and Indiana. I'm still a licensed broker here in California. Justin is actually your regional director for California.
Yeah.
But Justin and I have partnered together to make magic happen.
Okay, great. Well, thank you everybody for being on. And I'm just going to turn it over to Anita because I'm just going to let her go unplugged because she's got some stuff to share. And it's very important that we all take notes. And Anita, it is all yours.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen here because I do have a couple things for you all. Slack. Who's heard of Slack?
Run my whole team off of it. It's wonderful.
Awesome. So if you're not on Slack, why? Great question, right?
Don't know about it?
Don't know about it.
So workplace is going away, everyone, which is our main form of communication between agents and each other, referral groups within workplace, and also between your broker teams and corporate staff. Unfortunately, like I said, it's going away towards the end of August, so we are on a time clock, and all of our staff has migrated over to Slack. If you have not signed into Slack, please check your emails. You should have received an invitation from IT to join our Slack channel, which is the agent community.
Thanks.
If you haven't received it, or it got lost in your spam, or you're like me and you like to hit delete on things that you think are spam, please use this QR code that's here on the screen and join ASAP. This is the way that you're able to communicate with your state teams, with internal teams within eXp, and keep updated with all the great information that we have. Because we all know that working at eXp and being a part of eXp is like drinking through a fire hose with all of the information that comes through. It's crazy and it's insane. And this is going to help us make sure that any updates that we have get over to you guys ASAP. Any questions on Slack? You're all joining today, right? If you haven't already.
Yes.
Cool. CRM of choice. This is live and available now inside of your enterprises. You have the option of Bold Trail, which is formerly KV Core. You have Close and you have Lofty. So you can go in and you can choose whichever CRM is best for you. And it's all part of the $85 that you already pay. Pretty cool, right? I don't know any other brokerages that offer you a CRM where they give you an option of which CRM to choose. Is this the first time anybody's ever heard of this? Is this new for everyone?
No, but a quick question on that, Anita, because I keep getting the emails of choosing. If you've already been using, like for instance, we've been using KV Core, now Bold Trail. We don't have to do anything, I'm assuming.
Nope.
We can just keep going with it. Okay.
You keep going.
Okay.
So if you're already in a system and you're comfortable and you want to continue moving, keep going.
Okay.
If you're in a system and you're like, hey, you know what, this isn't quite working out for me and you want to test it out, you can definitely test it out. I would go in, see if it's something that you like. You can only make a switch once a year. So please be mindful of that.
Anita, I've heard about looking at some of this stuff and everything. It's great. One of the huge benefits, I think that's another plus with this, is I know that Close does, but Bold Trail and Lofty now include, it's not all the bells and whistles, but for a team setup, you can have a team account with this CRM of choice that's covered with your $85 a month. There is, if you want something extra and some special stuff, you have to pay for an add-on. But to have that option and have that available is so huge. And anybody, I know I chose Lofty, and you can do a team add-on for free team add-on and start building with that, which is really huge and kind of cool.
That's
You could do a team add-on with Lofty?
Yeah. It's free too. The free team add-on.
I didn't know that. I got to figure that out.
Give me a call.
I will.
Awesome. All right. So again, if you wanted to get more information, we have a great toolkit for you. Here is the QR code, and I can make these slides available for you all. I can send them over to Frank so he can distribute to everyone just in case you missed something or you weren't able to, or you're like, hey, what is it that she talked about again? So then
No,
that way you
please,
have all of the information.
please send it over. Chris will distribute.
Perfect. So again, we have a toolkit that helps kind of break down everything and the differences. And there's also some fact sheets, some really, really cool information that our teams have put together to help you make a choice that's best for your business. Because it's not about us, it's about you all. And that's truly why our leadership is really going above and beyond to making sure that you have so many tools at your fingertips, is to help you and your businesses and your organizations continue to grow, especially in these crazy times that we're in right now. All right, so let's talk about Narmageddon. Narmageddon just took over our world last year. And one of the things that I'm super proud of is how our executive leadership continues to stay on top of everything that's going on and making sure that we're keeping you all up to date, including a buyer's toolkit, seller toolkit, and even forms. If you would have asked us a little over a year ago if we would have ever made forms, I am confident executive leadership would have said, oh, heck no, we're not in the forms business. We're in the real estate business. And here we are almost a year later, and we're in the forms business. And we're making forms to help you and your businesses and your clients understand exactly what it is that they're getting into. And I invite you all, go into these toolkits. They have all of the newest and latest updated forms, including the new exclusive buyer, tenant, broker representation. And the reason why we keep making changes to some of these forms is because of the feedback that we get from you, from our agents who are out there in the field, doing the boots on the ground, getting the feedback from the agents as you're in there and you're having those conversations. You're like, oh, this would be really cool if this was in this particular form. You're letting your broker teams know, you can let me know, and we take it directly to leadership and our legal team and say, hey, is this something that we can add? And they're like, yeah, it's a great idea. And boom, we make it better. So that feedback that we get from you all is super important. So find me on Slack. You have an idea, you have a suggestion, let me know what you're seeing out there, because your input is so valuable for us to make sure that you have the latest tools out there to help support you all. Okay, one of the things that you should have seen in your emails, and I wanted to make sure that we talked about it today so you have an understanding of actually what's happening, is Okta is going to, SkySlope is now going to be behind your Okta account. We want to make sure that everyone's information is secure. So nothing has really changed other than the login is now going to be behind your Okta account, which the slides for you. And then you can always reach out to me if you have questions, I promise. All right, can everyone see my screen again?
Yes.
ma'am.
All right, cool. So again, security is huge. As you can see, we have a little bit of a security breach right now. Somebody's going in and doing funky things, right? So this is a perfect segue into that, actually. We want to make sure that your information is secure. So how this can affect you all moving forward is shared sign-ons. Most of you have admins or TCs that you give your logon to access your SkySlope. So because now this is going to go behind there, you're not going to be able to share passwords. So again, this is a security issue. We have had some data breaches that have gone on in other areas. So we want to make sure that not only your information is secure, but your client's information is secure. So what does this mean? We have an assistant access program if you have an admin that needs to have access to your tools. And again, there is a whole toolkit that's a part of that. And I will make sure that you all have that toolkit to know what the cost would be to have an assistant access that. If that person is eXp agent, then they just have to fill out the assistant access request form, and then they can get signed on. But if they are not, there will be an additional fee, because we do have to pay for the additional seat for them to have access to SkySlope. Any questions? Yes, Elgin.
All right. Quick question on if you are a domestic partner, like Pilar and I and others, because I've been asked this question.
Mhm.
Do they need to? Often we signed up under one login, blah blah blah, all of that. So is that still the case? Or
Yes, it's gonna be one login under the primary agent's Okta.
okay, all right, okay, but everything else, so everything else stays the same, and then we're in compliance, and we don't need to pay the extra fee.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I know that there's some workarounds y'all are thinking all in your head. Again, this is just our way to make sure that your data and the client's data is secure. If you have additional questions or concerns or comments, just let us know and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, I wasn't looking for a workaround. I just wanted to make sure we were doing it right.
You're doing it right.
Okay.
All right, awesome. So, and again, I will make sure that you have this slide deck. Oops, sorry, go back. All right, so we have, and I have this really, I'm gonna just share it and.
Yeah, try it again. I think we got them off.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
we know who it was.
Cool. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, cool. We were chatting a little bit about this earlier, and I was talking about I'm coming up on my 4-year anniversary here at eXp, and I'm super proud of the fact that I made the move. I made the jump. I came from that red company, and I love my time and experience there. But boy, am I glad that we are here. I'm glad because the leadership that we have is truly on our agent side. They want to make sure that you all have the tools, the resources, the financial resources to be able to go in and have awesome organizations, do awesome business, and truly help you all grow. So again, I will make sure that you all have the slide deck. I don't know who the funky person is, and that's okay. You know, again, talking about security, this is a great thing. And our leadership is making sure that we've discovered things like this, at least on the tools that we have, to make sure that stuff like this doesn't happen. And it happens, and it's okay. Financial management, building a legacy, brand and marketing, Canva. Before eXpCon last year in Miami, before they announced the big Canva unleash, I was a Canva pro. I love Canva. I do so much stuff in Canva. I edit my videos inside of Canva, and it just continues to get better. And to be able to have that resource available to me as an agent for free is phenomenal. You can share things, your admin can share things. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a super powerful tool. Inside of there, you will find so many different templates that you can use that have the eXp branding. There's ability for you to create your templates,
Angela, we have the pro version, correct?
we have the pro version. You have it as an agent, correct? So again, making sure that you have all of the latest technology, wellness management with eXp Healthcare, Extend a Hand. Extend a Hand has been huge. I've been able to see it and witness it firsthand, the powerful impact that it can make on an agent. I'm a part of Hawaii because Hawaii is one of my states, and got to see firsthand how they took care of our people who were devastated by the Maui fires. Here in California, we had, the most horrific fires that we've ever seen, and so many people displaced, and so many of our agents that were displaced either temporarily and or permanently, and being able to see them give money directly into our agent's bank account to help them with some of just their basic needs was, oh my God, like the best thing ever. And I get emotional talking about it because I do have friends who were displaced by that and who actually lost their home. So being able to see that happen firsthand, and the fact that that's something that our company does and takes so personal to make sure that our people are okay, has been one of the greatest things that I've been able to see. And no big red tape. That's the big part. It's all good. Okay. So again, and then you have support, right? You have, come in to see a broker inside of eXp.
Anita?
Our broker teams are fantastic and they're phenomenal. Team service, we have access to transaction coordinators. Our compliance team, even though we technically don't like that word compliance, right? And IT assistants. So they're truly there to help you with the little things. And sometimes big things happen. Like Frank had said, we've gotten into some jams, and I may not know or have all of the answers to everything, but I promise you, I will find the resolution to help you. So please utilize me as a resource, your broker teams as a resource. We truly are here to help you in your organizations and your businesses grow. Any questions on these?
And you put your email in the chat?
Absolutely. And find me on Slack.
Okay.
Check out also eXp University. eXp University has so many courses, classes, things that were really, truly, willingly giving you their open playbooks to help you. It's freaking awesome. And you know what, guys? Again, we'll go ahead and we'll make sure that you have fast start and fast cap. You also have the new Team Leader Academy that's happening, coaching, masterminds, obviously eXpCon. I hope to see so many of you there. I'm not sure if you heard, but next year eXpCons, there are actually going to be quite a few, including France, Canada. I believe there's going to be one in South Africa. And then next year will be in Utah, which is closer for those West Coast individuals. Broker-led classes, mentor program, just so many wonderful things to help you all with your businesses. And again, with your organizations, because it's not just about, you know, doing day-to-day production. We also have organizations such as this one that we're trying to help grow and help those individuals grow. And so how do we stay connected? There's a lot of information. Again, you're always able to reach out to me on email, anita.cruz@exprealty.net. Remember, staff is usually .net, agents are .com. One thing that I highly, highly recommend, 8 a.m. Pacific Coast time, big agent meeting on YouTube live. If you're not able to watch it live, you can always go back and watch the recording. I watch it every Friday. It's pretty cool. Check out your state meetings. I know you're like, I don't want to hear from my broker. They're boring. They only talk about compliance stuff. And we're working to make sure that you have all of the tools and information that's universal, that's going out to all of the agents nationwide. And then one super important area I want you to make sure that you're aware of is we have toolkits now for almost everything. And I want you to kind of see what it looks like. And if somebody writes on it, it's okay. But I really would like for you to see what it kind of looks like.
Real quick.
Buyer toolkit, seller toolkit, teams, mentorship, growth, sponsorship, co-sponsor, CRM of choice, rev share, Canva, lead protection, growth luxury, eXp pay, deed fraud, assistant access, internal onboarding. So many cool toolkits that they are making sure that are updated and available for you all. And as things happen in the market, they're going to continue to update and change it. And then Slack. We're making sure that everyone has access to Slack. This is where a lot of the information is going to come from, not only for your broker teams, but also from eXp corporate leadership. They're making sure that everybody is a part of those Slack channels. I know sometimes it can get a little noisy, so just make sure that you're going in and checking it out, or maybe putting alerts on the channels that are important to you. So we have the eXp agent community, your state channels, eXp announcements, and much, much more. And then again, you can reach any of our corporate staff on Slack, and you'll be able to see them. Mind you, most of us are still agents, so we have an agent profile and we have a staff profile. So we did go and find a little bit of a glitch in there, and we saw that you could not see someone's title. You should now be able to see someone's title if they're eXp staff. And that's all I have for you today.
Okay, time to open it up some questions for Anita.
I feel like I gave you guys a lot of information.
No, I know, but she's here out of the goodness of her heart. I do tell you that she's amazing. The one question I do have, Anita, thank you for your offering to help, but how do we go to you? Do we go to Justin? I mean, what's the food chain like?
So if you're in California, depending on the issue, you want to go to your brokers first, right? Your broker team is usually your top people. If it's something that's not a transaction related issue, and it might be an eXp issue, they still may be your first line, because then they can help direct you and sometimes even help you solve the issue. In California, like I said, Justin is my counterpart. So he is your regional director for California, but you're always able to call me as well. Because if it's something that I can't help you with, I definitely tag team Justin or make sure that he's aware, because it is his state. But other than that, I'm West Coast, Nevada, Arizona, Hawaii. And I don't know why I have this tiny little Indiana state, so I call my states the Wild, Wild Indy West. But it keeps things interesting, and it keeps me working all day because I've got all the different time zones in there. So it's pretty fun.
Where are you actually located?
I'm here in Southern California, born and raised in SoCal. I'm currently in the Inland Empire in the 909. Was in Orange County for a little bit, but SoCal's my home. I only saw snowfall for the first time in my whole life like 3 or 4 years ago. and that's because it snowed in the IE. So that's how California, Southern California native I am.
Yeah.
Any other questions, comments, concerns, ideas? I'm all about ideas.
Super helpful.
And there's so much more. And like I said, we drink through this fire hose we know as EXP of information. And there's going to be a lot. And we're going to do our best to make sure that you have it. And if you're, hey, did I see something about this? Or what was this about? Contact your broker team, contact Justin, contact me. I promise you I'm here to help.
I will tell you this as far as me, I don't use the broker system that much, but I went in the other day with the new way of the world. I don't even know if it's new because it's online, but it was new to me because I haven't went in. It was the easiest. You go in, you pick a number, you ask your question, they click if it's an admin or broker. There must have been 30 people in there, and literally I didn't even wait 2 minutes. And it was just so easy. So when we're explaining this to other people of how great EXP is, it might taking us a while to click in. But when people really get a taste of it, it's not going to slow down. It's really good.
It's so convenient. It's probably faster than trying to get somebody on the phone or sending them an email.
Way faster. And they can answer your question a lot of time at the help desk. It's not really a broker question. It's just a question. It's great. It's great.
Awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this or not, but if you're an Icon agent, they actually have a special eXp care desk for you. It's called the Premier Desk. And they actually have people that are really your concierge that I call all the time, and they get stuff done for me. And if they don't have the answer, which I don't expect them to, they diligently follow through on my question until my question is correctly answered.
Oh, that's good to know. If you're an Icon agent, they have a special, it's called Premier Desk. I didn't know
Premier
that.
Desk, expert care desk. You can either meet them in the world. You can also call them. There's an 800 number. And for Icons, they have a separate phone number. And also at the expert care desk that, you can go into. But anybody has a team or building a team or anything like that, they really do take care of you.
Good to know. Good to know.
It pays to be an icon.
It does.
It
Man,
really
that's
does
like
pay to be
that's
an
like the Bellagio VIP lane.
It really is.
Exactly.
Michael, do you have any questions? Because I know your mind never
and
rests.
I love this stuff that you're talking about, Anita. Thank you, Frank, and everything. And I think just like Nate said, there's a lot of agents that are here, and I've been guilty of it before. We get set in our ways and doing things. And if we're not going to the Tuesday meetings or we're not checking in on Slack, we miss all these new things that are coming out that, hey, wait a second. This is where, how many people had Canva, were paying for Canva Premier or Canva, right? And now they get it free. Now they're paying money because they had for something that they have double now. Things like that. Things like the CRM of choice. If they're using our CRM, it can be great, but now you give them a chance to try something out for free as well. And say, hey, how does this work? Maybe, I like mine, but maybe if I want to give advice to a newer agent that's not going to be here, I can have a little bit of knowledge, experience on how something else works. So just coming in, and that's why I think it's so important to do those the weekly meetings that they do, the state meetings that you have available, and any of the trainings, and just making sure that we're plugged in is so huge. So thank you for sharing this. And, everybody else, the longer you've been an agent, the easier you're stuck in your ways, the harder it is to make changes and take advantage of the new things that are out there. So please just do that.
So true.
Anita, are you able to share stuff that's coming down the pike that's not in yet, or can you tease us with anything?
I know that there's going to be some really cool announcements and stuff made at eXpCon. They've just hinted that we don't want to miss it. What it is, I don't know, because again, they are throwing so much stuff at us that it's like, wow. One of the things that I would definitely make sure to take a look at and watch out for is our partnerships that we have. Kendall Bonner, our VP of Agent Relations, is freaking phenomenal. There's no other way to say it, but she is making sure that you all have the partnerships and the connections and the tools that you all need. There's so many. We could be here all day to go over all of the different partnerships that eXp has done, again, to help you all with your businesses, with your organization. So definitely, if you have a chance, take a peek, see what's in there. In social media, follow them on social media. Follow our executive leadership on social media. Somebody was talking earlier about the Leo podcast.
Elgin.
I mean, some of the nuggets that Leo is dropping is phenomenal. And it's not even just about like your business and your organizations. There was something that he said in his podcast really that really resonated with me. And it was something to do with, yes, you have these great businesses, you're doing all of these things, but we're not taking care of the people we're doing it for. We're not taking care of ourselves to be there for the people that we're doing all of this for. And it just really hit me in the head because I got some, things going on in the background. Everyone does. And when you take that moment to really pause and think about like, okay, I'm working on this, I'm working on this, I'm working on this, and you figure out like, why am I doing that? You're doing it for the people behind you that are supporting you, that are lifting you. And if we're not taking care of them and spending the quality time with them and being in those moments with them, we're missing out, guys.
I just listened to that, and he wrote, that's the one he wrote down with the like, if he used his parents.
Yeah,
You got
yes, that's the
26,
one.
you have 20 that you possibly, if your parents live out of town or whatever, and if you see them, I don't know, once or twice a year, and you mathematically spread that out, that realistically you may only have 26 times that you may ever see your parents again. And then, you start
Yes.
thinking about your kids, and you start thinking about, about that. And then you start to say, like, how many times did, one of them call you, and you didn't answer the phone, or wasn't this or that. Yeah, it was really powerful. I actually
Yes.
just sent that out to the team.
I
just
actually
sent it
I
out to
got
the team.
emotional thinking about that.
Yeah.
I'm a recent empty nester. My son left the house about 2.5 years ago. And so I get these moments with them, and I'm just like, I cherish those little moments. I've got both my parents still here, and those times that I'm with them, like I cherish them because every time I see them, I realize that they're getting a little bit older, they're getting a little bit slower. And every moment with them is so precious. And even our kids, right? If you've got little kids and they're running around like crazy people, and then you blink and all of a sudden they're teenagers talking back, like those moments are precious because now I miss those moments because my kid's not a teenager anymore. He's a full grown adult. And I just cherish those moments. So he gets mad sometimes. He's like, "Are you taking another selfie?" I'm like, "Yes, I am. Leave it alone." I go through my phone and I look at those memories, and it brings back and it takes me back into those moments. And then my bit of advice there is when you're with your family and with your friends and you're in those moments, put the phone away. Put the phone away. Don't be that one that's still there taking the calls. You know what? Your fire is going to be there in an hour, in 2 hours. It's still going to be a fire. Sometimes the fire might even put itself out. Who knows? But be there in those moments. Big lesson on that one.
Anybody else have a question for Anita before we let her go?
Are you going to be at the Anaheim conference on the 31st?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Because
Ruh-roh.
What role?
Michael's
Ruh-roh.
offering to do a carpool for everybody.
Tell me about that one.
July
Actually,
31st, Build LA, Disneyland Hotel.
That just happened. Disney happens to be my favorite place on earth. Let me see what I can do.
Perfect.
I might have to sneak into Disneyland though. I'm just saying, I'm an annual pass holder.
Okay. Well, Anita, I want to thank you so much. I would really love to have you on in a couple of months for more updates because this is gold. Every time I'm on here with you, I learn so much stuff. I didn't know about an Icon VIP Bellagio extra line. That was cool.
See, I knew about that and I forgot about it because all the other information came in and that part spilled out a little bit.
Yeah. So send your information, the slides to Chris. We'll get it out to the Winner Circle. But I thank you again. You're the best.
Thank you guys. I appreciate your time. And again, consider me your partner in this craziness world that we live in, because I truly am here to help you and your businesses and your organizations grow and thrive.
Great. Thank you. All right, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you here next Monday.
Bye.